I'm Catherine Ross, and I'm here live from the floor of the NYC with Jim Cramer. Jim, we are down 1,000 points on the Dow as of 10:05 a.m.
Yeah, what do you do? You have cash. I will remember if you buy a 401k, they give you that low. They give you the end of day price. So I will be doing that. I've had 401k money on the side. I haven't put it to work the last couple of years. Why? Well, I've been busy, and I felt the market was too high. I have a lot of cash, so I'll put some in. It's not going to necessarily be the bottom. It's hard to pick the bottom, but I'm certainly not a seller here. For those of you who want to do buying, I do think that anything travel and leisure should still be sold. I know they seem down a lot, but they're not down enough. A Marriott, I think, should be sold. United. But I do think that you can buy staples. I mean, look, can you buy Clorox? I mean, we had one of the biggest wins I've ever had in my career a few times. We bought a lot of Clorox, and that's because they dominate my pantry, obviously. But, you know, I'm not sanguine, but I'm a buyer. I don't want to buy oil. I don't want to buy autos. I don't want to buy housing. I had a list that last night that I put out of the stay-at-home stocks. I think they're very good.
Jim, over on Real Money last night, you broke down the 10 stocks for the pandemic, but I want to take a step back and I want to look at sector-wise. What are 3 sectors that you're watching in this pandemic?
I don't think Bernie Sanders is going to win. So I'm looking at, say, a J&J. Now, this is an excellent company. Where it bottomed last time was 128. Then it started advancing, but that was because of the opiate, okay? I think you buy your first half of J&J, and then you wait. J&J is a remarkable company with the best balance sheet in America. It's AAA. So I want great balance sheet. Maybe I should write a piece about this. I did. It was a little one. I didn't have much time. You know that. I want demand steady because it's pharmaceutical. Best balance sheet in America. Fabulous leadership. Big buyback. Great pipeline. Well, is that not the definition of what you want? Now, we already own a lot of drug stocks, and they're all good. I've debated swapping out a Novartis. We may have to do this and make a small game and buy J&J. But I think the important thing for people is to recognize the market's not going up. It's going down. It's very hard to catch the bottom. Will the bottom be a world leader getting sick? Will the bottom be multiple community that we're getting ready for, multiple community illness of which the CDC says is going to overtax our system. So maybe we have to wait for that to buy the next tranche. Or is the bottom going to be that remarkably the unbelievably great drug companies find something? I had the misfortune of having measles, and many children died of measles. I was fortunate enough to live, obviously, and measles was an epidemic, and you knew you were going to get it. Not unlike this, it's obviously worse. Same with chickenpox. These were 2 that they had a vaccine for. I took the polio. I had the polio sugar cube. This is not as bad as polio. Polio is horrendous. So, I mean, it's not like we've never seen a pandemic. And the ones we have seen were more lethal during the days of say, the 60s. So, again, I expect it to be down today, but I've got a lot of cash. So I don't want to buy a travel. Let's use let's say American Express, Boeing, and CAT, okay? I don't want to buy them yet. American Express doesn't have good yield, and it's involving travel. Boeing is involving travel and airline buyers. Caterpillar is China. So when I go down the list, there's a lot that I can't buy, but the S&P is one that I can. Let's talk about one that you know is good. Home Depot. They just reported. Stock was at 243. Stock's going to be at 210. Well, that may be a very good level because they did well. Now, obviously, business is going to slow. Commerce is going to slow. But, Catherine, the time to sell for most stocks was when we told you to sell. And I can't now say we want to keep selling because a lot of people felt I was hysterical when I said that this was going to go all over the globe and that 60% of the people will get it. I am in an at-risk age, so I'm not crazy about having to buy because of at-risk. But would I buy Coca-Cola? Yeah, why not? See, the hysteria I'm hysterical when the market's up big and we have ridiculous Ballard Power fuel cell stuff. I am hysterical. I'm not hysterical when it's down big, and never have been. It was something that Cramer and I were very good at. You can find it in Confessions how good she was on the big pivot day when there was a huge financial crisis. So I'm bar.
Jim, I want to walk you over to the ticker tape because I think that we should have a special edition of today's show and do this live.
Yeah, sure.
So let's walk over here.
J&J down 7, buy. JP Morgan, buy 115. I know the yield curve is not good, but I would change that. Coca-Cola, buy. That company has a great buyback and had a remarkable quarter, went to 59. McDonald's, no, because that's a gathering place. You don't want to do that. 3M, absolutely not, because that's masks, and that's all they have. Everything else is bad. I think Merck is not as good as Bristol-Myers, but Merck is a buy right here. Nike, no, that's got China and Europe. Pfizer, no, they don't have as good a pipeline. Procter & Gamble, yes, even though they said that things weren't so good at CAGNY, I think you can start here. They've got a good buyback. Travelers, no, I don't like the yield curve for them. United Health, because of Bernie, you've got risk down to 220. United Technologies, no, you don't want them because you have Otis Elevator, and that's probably weak because a lot of it is China. Visa is cross-border and commerce. You can't buy that. Verizon, you have to buy right here down at 52. That's very good. Walmart, remember when you have crowds, people will sell the stock. Exxon must be sold right here. American Express has way too much travel. Boeing has way too much travel in the MAX. Caterpillar has way too much China. Chevron, you simply can't buy oil stocks. Things have changed. Disney, you want to buy some right here. Why? Because this is back now to where it was before Disney Plus. Dow, you never want to touch because it's just got bad business numbers that have to be cut. Goldman Sachs is now through its tangible books, so you have to buy that. Home Depot, already told you that this is the level to buy. IBM, we don't have any earnings momentum, so it's very unusual to buy it, to say no to a higher yield stock. ICE is going to have terrific earnings because of the volatility.
Okay, so let's say I'm an investor and I'm having a panic attack because I don't have the knowledge that you have.
Xanax, for heaven's sake. And get out. Don't go get into cash. I mean, maybe it's not for everybody, Catherine. Now, I am a bit of a idiot savant when it comes to the tape. I'm worthy of being listened to. I've been doing this for 40 years. If I were not on TV, I would do exactly what I just said.
Let's focus on Clorox, which is our real money stock of the day.
No, I'm going to save that for real money, for the people who paid money. Very good money for action alerts, because I can't give that one away.
All right, so you heard it there.
I can't do it. People pay good money to be part of the club, and I'm going to give them everything I have. Obviously, I worked all night, worked till 11, get up at 3, continue to work. This is my World Series and my Super Bowl, so I better deliver.
All right, guys, so you got to follow us on over to Action Alerts Plus Daily Rundown Show over on actionalertsplus.com for more. And, of course, for more on the markets and throughout today, head on over to TheStreet.com where we're going to have a very special segment, Panic in Your Portfolio, and we're going to teach you just how you need to deal with this. I'm Catherine Ross, and we'll see you on Monday.